Hello YouTube, Infinite Magicraid community, Gandalf here on our new account. We're on hill 410 now. This is a stage that a lot of players commonly get stuck on, mainly because of how the boss is going to poison and do a lot of damage to us. And also there's a CC there. DPS often is an issue on this stage as well, because of how Luna heals everyone. So if you try to kill the ads, well, then Luna is going to survive, and you'll be dealing with that kind of problem. And also, you can see in the wave stage, the enemy isn't exactly very friendly. Dale does amount of uh, what's the name? I want to make sure it's Alphina, right? It's where you get multiple stages of poison. The poison is pretty nasty on this level. Um, I hope I can beat it. This is the first attempt. I was trying to save my cooldowns for it, but it doesn't look like it's going to let me. I was going to try to stall a little bit and stun or something, but okay, so we healed back up a little bit. The idea is you're going to get poisoned and hit pretty hard. The idea is you want to be able to shield and heal out of this. Obviously, the game plan kind of failed there. I'm about to and they have also cleanse, which is very annoying. There's also going to be revived soon too, so let's heal from this. Luna's poison actually hit kind of hard too, so having the double I think next turn we're dealing with a revive here, so well let Luna revive first. Reset their cooldowns, and then let's go for the big nuke here. Again, not the easiest wave, but I think I'm leveled up enough to clear it. Next turn, I think one more turn. Yeah, this is the turn where she's gonna bring everybody back. That's just brutal. Well, let's focus on getting rid of Taff because losing Taff, sorry, having Taff to deal with is very annoying because of oh my God, a lot of poison there. I hope there's enough DPS. We have one more turn. Probably need to heal myself. Um, Hopefully this is enough to do it. Nope. This is a very brutal stage. Um, we have to keep on getting rid of Taff, which is slowing down our DPS a bit. Um, she can't die. Shield up. That's the poison for everyone. Hopefully this time the nuke is big enough to kill her. Nope, she brought everybody back again. Um, can we get a stun? Nope. That's the heal. Oh, this is so brutal. I hope I didn't pay. I'm gonna regret this. Oh boy. I'm about to stun next turn, so that means she's gonna come back. Ah. Let's focus on let's focus just focus on her. We got rid of the ads. Okay, one more turn. If we don't kill her this turn, they're gonna come back. And thank you. All right, this is not an easy stage by any means. Um, I manual. I mean, maybe if Mackin didn't die, it would have been a little bit better. to get the extra DPS there. But I'm glad I got past this stage. While I was on my original account, this stage took a really, really long time. Um, if you're stuck on this stage, highly recommend you getting a Liz. Exclusive 3 will be really helpful with extra shields. Ina, in this case, actually gives 45% shield to herself and to Liz. So that's why I can keep both of them kind of under leveled a little bit. I'm working on leveling up my Mackin. We can eventually get to a point where we're comparing the DPS damage between a Mackin versus a Nidroid. And I think, Mackin might still come out on top, believe it or not. Um, this is where we're at on the count right now. So we just got past this stage. Dungeon wise, I cleared Treasure Hunt last night, and I can tell you the final boss that you have to deal with. Let's see if you can actually see it here. Okay, maybe not. But what I can say is you're gonna have to deal with Nasakhma as the final boss, and he was a menace to deal with, mainly because the fact that Um, you have he. So let's take a look at Niskamar's skill while we do that. Um, Niskarma. So for all the new players that isn't aware of Niskarma, this is what we had to deal with. And the boss skills might be slightly different, but he does connect with the hero with the highest attack each wave. So to make it easier, you're gonna have to have another hero that can try to get as close to the highest attack as possible. So fortunately, my Ina was just a little bit higher attack than my Makin. And my Nidroid obviously doesn't matter how hard I try, I'm gonna end up killing myself. And as soon as the boss kills the one with soul connection, it's gonna heal again, so making it really hard for the remaining heroes. So this is where I would almost suggest if you could, is like take the weapons off of your main DPS for that final boss fight. Um, you want your tank actually to have the highest attack for whatever reason. You really can't lose your main DPS that way. Um, so find a way to basically balance out the damage. Sorry, balance out the attack a little bit, so the soul connection doesn't cause you to kill your own main hero. That's kind of the main tip I have there. And try to do all the content, right? Even Elemental City might seem really hard, but there's a lot of really good rewards even at the earlier stage. Don't forget to do it. Like there's some energy in here, there's some extra gems. It may be small, but like at when the enemy is only level 80 or so, it's very manageable. So try to see if you can push to like at least maybe 15 stages, and just get started. Any little bit of reward help at this point in the game. So that's kind of my update on the account right now. I think I still have maybe a little bit of those dragon eggs left, probably enough to get Mac into level 120. And then things are going to slow down a little bit from here going forward. Pretty much we're at a point where we're mostly reliant on summons for food now. All the ones from game progression kind of is used up. The other option for me is to push Marius, which I have done a little bit. So here is where sometimes you're wondering, okay, I'm kind of here. Sorry for the people I can't accept anymore. Um, you want to try to push Marius as far as you can because Marius is a great source of food. Um, I wonder how hard stage 11 is. We can give it a try. Not exactly a easy wave at this point, but we can give it a try. So you can get a sense of how hard stage 11 is. Every stage you clear here is two purple eggs, so that's still useful food, right? That all of us are desperately in need of. Um, the enemy is hitting okay-ish hard. Still tankable. Um, basically, yeah, you need pretty solid heroes at this point. The main problem with some of these stages is we're not at a time where we have a tank that's fast enough to kind of go first, to be faster than the ads, and that often causes a lot of problems. Um, but let's see if we can out DPS. Yeah, I think we're okay. We got another 2 eggs from this, which is great. Um, every one of these eggs help. Um, from a clearing the game perspective, or sorry, not clearing the game, from clearing the campaign perspective, what I'll say is you want to aim for you definitely, I think you, unless you have a very OP DPS, which I don't think at this point, when we get up to level 280, Nidroid is going to do at exclusive 0. But maybe Mac can actually out DPS that. So we're going to see. Mackin's going to be probably the next one that goes to um, 150. Liz can probably stay at 110. Maybe I'll bring her to 130 if needed. Ina definitely doesn't need to go up any higher. Let's see if we can get rid of that. Oh, this is looking bad. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to survive this. So only managed to get one extra floor with all that level up. So this is where my team's at. I think someone asked for me to keep updating everyone where my summons are at. So when you look at my summon history, not exactly the best. After I got Nidroy, I got a Sylvia and got a Malot. But this is kind of saying probably by playing through on one whole day and a bit, getting through, I think, Nightmare, you're going to be at 5 legendaries or so. Which means if you do it on a weekend, if you do it on a really good banner, especially when there's double legend up, you have a chance of going for like 6 different legends. Of course, I think if you're willing to spend money in this game, rerolling doesn't really make sense anymore in this game at this point. You do have the beginner wish event, so that means you can do, I think, 10 times wish 30 times, and then you can pick which of those 10 times wish you want. And I think, yeah, you can choose any of the 10 wish results up to, and yeah, so you wish basically 30 times, and then you pick the best one you out of those 30. So you're basically one good legendary, and with a bunch of epics in there, I think. So and they have the percentages mapped out here. So you're pretty much guaranteed at least one of the good carries in here. You're probably looking for things like Sigmund, Milia is good. Ideally, get Nidroid, Hazanja, Quinlan are really good carries. But even down here, like I cleared on my first account using a Walter. It's perfectly fine. You just need like Walter and Taft together, and it'll be good. And then you can put in a Wolseley, and then you just need to like a space and a Whim or Liz, something like that, and you'll be perfectly fine. Um, yeah, but Sigmund is super good choice. So is Milia. This is one way of people going for it. And they have released a lot of decent packs. We're gonna do the free to play challenge, so we're not gonna do any of those. We finally got our stage completed here. That was time gated by this patch. Yay, we're on stage 30 now. Quick claim. Okay, so it's asking for more floor marks clear. I thought we were done with these requirements, but at this point we're really just pushing for. I wonder if there's a way to do previews. Okay, we can. Okay, so a couple more stages, then we can get our legendary eye. We got 3, 4. I think 4 more eggs here before Catherine. So before the final hell stage, we got that. And we got a Lego eye there. I don't think we can check what quests are required, but looks like we need to go back to floor. So tower mark, here is where I think by sticking in, um, let me do that. And we'll save it. Basically, what we want to do is make sure Tuck never uses Frost Guard. And Maya probably doesn't need to heal too much. In the early waves, we're really using them to auto attack our way through this. All right, let's see if we can beat the level 30 stages with them. So that's why I say like you do need to keep a DPS um, on every team if you can. Sorry, of every mark, because otherwise you're gonna have a real hard time clearing any of these early stages. You should be able to take a decent level 80 or 100 team through about stage 9, which helps a huge amount to get to that total count, right? Mm, I think it used to be a lot harder. Like it forces you to do like a stage 24 or something, which was really difficult when you don't have a stripper, a shield remover on one of these stages. Let's see how far we can push on this. Um, the dispatch really is a time gated thing, kind of forces you to, it's holding you back a little bit. The we're our next major breakthrough is trying to get through um, stage, sorry, which stage are we talking about? I think we're trying to get through 610 because when you finish stage 10, that's the moment when you get um, the the opportunity to have another space tempo. And space tempo at this point, one, they're getting really hard. Two, space tempos are the places where you kind of get your eggs, skill scrolls, into more summons. So we're kind of really down to the last couple ones before meeting our final needs here. Okay. So now again, I'm waiting for the dispatch to complete before I get that egg. Let's go check. We Dragon Cliff, I think I have 6, so I have 12 more eggs left from here that I can get. I was a little bit low on energy, so I was waiting for Space Tempo before I finished the last couple. Faction Abyss Tower, again, make sure you remember to do them, even though you can't clear very far, you should be doing them. And make sure your keys don't go to waste. Same with your arena, right? So at this point, um, like I can take out most opponents, I feel like. The enemy by no means is a pushover. Um, Mackins are tough. So you want to make sure you target them with your team. Um, try to see if you can get the auras set up. If you can, start working on your auras. I can only clear stage. Let's see, which stage was it? Um, I couldn't even do faction abyss 8 with that team. I'm waiting for space to be able to push further. So it's kind of a shame right now. I can't push very far on it. I wonder if Mackin later on. I think Mackin has better sustain, right? Mackin can has self-sustain. So he's gonna heal and get additional turns. So hopefully that will really help with clearing the stage a little bit. So we'll just demonstrate what he's doing. The damage isn't that bad. I mean, the thing is, as long as he doesn't get CC'd, he's going to be able to kill the enemy one at a time. Yeah, there we go. So, I mean, that's stage 1. But I think for those of you who have Mackins, I think he can probably push further than a Nidroid because Nidroid doesn't have any self-sustain. Um, I think I'm on my last regression. Sorry. Let's go over here to check our training regress. I think I have my last free regression, so I am not going to turn my Nendoroid into the Mackin. I got lucky and got another copy yesterday, so he's finally E3 where he has the full potential. I feel like I've probably gotten really good luck in terms of getting these two key heroes, getting my DPS sorted out, and having a lot of solid choices for defense. Later on, space will be the key to do the slowdown and to basically manipulate, and run circles around the boss to make sure my buffs are all up on the final day. But other than that, I feel like the challenge is going well. I have a feeling that I'm probably not going to beat it before day 7 because I really think I'll probably need that space. The otherwise, yeah, it feels really difficult at this point in time to push much further. So, anyways, I'll keep pushing. This 6-star feather set is a godsend, and the fact that the game is allowing you to get a set of first aid set. Hopefully I get something good. Okay, so that's another HP set. So so then I can run something like, um, I could in theory run, I'm gonna run the full, I have 2 sets of these now, basically. Mackin's using a set, and then I will be able to put the other set on something like a Liz, which will be really helpful. Um, and I need Mackin to be fast, right? So I'll see what I get on the feather set. This is again not ideal. Maybe I'll see what I get. But really early game, any 5-star set you can get is highly valuable. You can't rely on the subs, and any 4-star or lower, the subs are so terribly tiny. Um, you are really reliant on these. Once you have enough gold, you should considering upgrade the ones that do have good subs on it. Something like this, if you're using it on Mac, and you will probably want to upgrade this to full and be using it for a while. You won't be able to find upgrade for them for at least almost a month at this point in time. So I feel like the game is relatively generous in terms of giving you, the key pieces to success. Like if we look at our kit, right? As we go push towards the final stage, you're going to get a Bloodthirsty set. This will be very helpful for your main DPS to sustain itself. Attack with Leech. Your main support is going to get a nice feather set. So before you hit the final stages, you hopefully will be able to get the full set of gear and to be able to, ultimately clear hell mode. So I'll catch you in the next video. We're progressing well, and we'll have maybe the updates will slow down a little bit as I probably only can push so far each day. On Monday, we will be able to farm Nausea, and we'll see how well we do on that particular event. Right now, our goal really is to push on Classic Arena competition. You can see with even 3,000 point, I'm ranked 24th. So what you want to do here definitely is try to push as hard as you can early, especially if you're winning, right? If you're up ahead, like you really want to take advantage of these opportunity to get a lot of mythic shards because there's only one server that's competing for it. So it's a great opportunity to get a lot of extra rewards early on. That's why I say, you see, I have 9,000 gems. I haven't spent a single gem on summon yet. We're gonna probably use, uh, 6,000 plus of it on next week's voyage event, and then we also need to probably push a little bit on the dungeon front too. Sorry, not on the dungeon probably. If we can clear higher dungeon than other people, then it's worth it. Otherwise, take advantage of the fact that you can do arena, and that's probably what we'll push. All right, catch you next time. Gandalf out.